What a weekend of college football we have in store for the home. Georgia versus Alabama. Bama trying to redeem themselves after the embarrassment against Florida State.
So Georgia, Bama, too tight when it comes to rivalry, too tight when it comes to what they have in the SEC and the world of college football. No saving for Bama. People will remind you, Kalen is actually 1-0 against Kirby Smart.
Alabama, Georgia, get your popcorn ready. This game has the potential to be an instant classic for all football fans. The rivalry between Alabama and Georgia lives on for another battle. This is Sports Guy talking that you guys are watching and listening to. I am Dustin Tran, your host, as I am here today to talk about why Kirby Smart needs to prove Georgia is capable of beating Alabama. Remember, Georgia has not beaten Alabama since the national championship game during the 2021 season. However, the good news for Georgia is that this game between Alabama and Georgia is going to be played on Georgia's home turf. Before I say anything else, though, I want to present you guys with the topic question. So, here it is. Will Kirby Smart finally be able to coach Georgia into a win against Alabama? I believe so. I believe Kirby Smart has what it takes to finally beat Alabama, something that he has not been able to say since the 2021 season. Georgia's roster is stacked from top to bottom. You look at their quarterback play, Gunnar Stockton has been performing really well for Georgia at the quarterback position. He's been performing better than what almost anybody could have anticipated. Gunnar Stockton showed his ability to be a gunslinger and be able to push the football downfield. A big criticism of Gunnar Stockton heading into the season was his arm strength. Well, his arm strength looks plenty good to me, and obviously, you know, Georgia, they can run the football at a high level. Nate Frazier has been one of the better running backs in the SEC. At wide receiver, they're a little thin there, but they get the job done. Their wide receivers are certainly competent, and of course, Georgia always has good tight ends, so they've been able to get them involved in the passing game. Their offensive line has been solid, so they've been able to have opportunities to create big plays in both the pass game and run game. I truly believe that Georgia is also the tougher team between Georgia and Alabama. Therefore, I think Georgia has what it takes to win against Alabama. You guys also have to remember that this game is at Georgia, which means Georgia has an incredible home field advantage. For context of how good their home field advantage is, they have not lost a home game at Georgia since 2019 against South Carolina. They've won 33 straight games at home. I don't anticipate that trend changing tomorrow. Therefore, I don't believe Alabama has what it takes to win in tomorrow's ball game. Alabama has been better in the last few games, but they have not necessarily been the Alabama of old. Kalen has made Alabama fall off its relevancy compared to years past. Kalen has not done a good job coaching his team into wins on the road. You look at how Alabama, every time they play against a competent team on the road, they always look unprepared and uninterested in playing football. I expect that to happen in tomorrow's ball game as well. Kalen does not have what it takes to win these kind of ball games. Yes, I know he beat Georgia last year, but you guys also have to remember that Jalen Moreau is a lot better of a quarterback than Ty Simpson. I also want to show you guys this clip of some random woman named Michelle. Apparently, she believes in Georgia being able to beat Alabama for the first time since 2021. I find the video that I'm about to show you guys rather entertaining. If you guys find it entertaining, then you guys can go ahead and thank me for finding this video. Roll the film.
Georgia just so happens to be 33-0 at home. Longest winning streak at home in all of college football right now. Do I think that streak gets broken on Saturday? I do not. Look, I was vocally skeptical of Georgia headed into their game against Tennessee, mostly because their offense had seemed to sputter a little bit. But during that game, when Georgia was down, Gunnar Stockton put the team on his back, moved the ball much better vertically than I had seen him before. They ran the ball, they held on to the passes. They got it done in a way that I frankly didn't know they were capable of. And they bring that in to this game Saturday.
Winning.
That's the mood of how Georgia fans are feeling about their football team right now. Georgia is feeling incredibly good about what they got on their squad. Their defense has not been as good as years past, but Georgia has a perfectly capable defense that is good at generating pressure from time to time. I'm not saying that Georgia's defense is going to be lights out. In fact, I think they're going to get torched for a good amount of the game, but as far as being able to make the key stops and being able to force Alabama into some failed fourth down attempts, well, I think that could certainly happen. And if you have to rely on Gunnar Stockton to win football games for Georgia, I think Georgia fans can absolutely live with that result. Gunnar Stockton is an underrated quarterback that isn't being talked about enough in college football. He's one of the better quarterbacks in the country. You look at how they're able to run the football. They're able to run play action really well. They're going to get the receivers going. I think the tight end game is going pretty good as well. And I think Georgia, they're going to be able to move up and down the field pretty effectively. It's not like Alabama's defense is any good, so I expect this to be a shootout. I think it's going to come down to a field goal. I'm not saying that there's going to be a game-winning kick made, but if there is, then I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever. I'm thinking the score is going to be something along the lines of 41-38 Georgia. I believe Kirby Smart has what it takes to finally get his win in the regular season against Alabama. It feels like every time Kirby Smart coaches against Alabama, his team starts out slow. I think it's going to be something similar to that again, although if that's not the case, then good job to Georgia because they did their job correctly during the week. Even if they fall behind though, I'm not going to be too worried about it though, because I know Kirby Smart is a better coach than Kalen DeBoer. Kalen DeBoer's seat in Alabama is getting pretty warm. Obviously, his job security is not exactly at its best. Kirby Smart's job security, on the other hand, is at a very safe place. Georgia is probably going to keep Kirby Smart as long as he wants to stay in Georgia, particularly because of the fact that Kirby Smart is a multiple-time national champion. Obviously, Georgia is not just going to give that up for free. But anyways, though, as far as how this game is going to play out, though, I believe it's going to come down to quarterback play, and I'm trusting Gunnar Stockton more so than I'm trusting Ty Simpson to get the job done. I think Georgia is going to win this game by 3. Gunnar Stockton will end up throwing the game-winning touchdown. It's going to be 38-34 Alabama, but Georgia's going to get the ball back late in the game, and Georgia's going to find a way to win the game in the fourth quarter. Gunnar Stockton will throw a game-winning touchdown pass to make the final score of this game 41-38 Georgia. I'm super excited as to how this game will play out. I think these are two evenly matched teams. Obviously, you look at the rivalry between these two teams, you got to throw out the records and you just got to look at effort, attitude, and toughness. Whichever team plays tougher and harder and plays with more desire to win, they're going to come out of this game victorious. I trust Georgia to get it done more so than I trust Alabama. Therefore, I'm picking Georgia to win this game. So that is why Kirby Smart will finally be able to coach Georgia into a win against Alabama, as I have Georgia beating Alabama by the score of 41-38. Remember, go ahead and subscribe to Sports Guy Talking. Like the video and please comment down below. If you guys do that, I may shout you guys out in my Instagram story every Monday. That will be for the @DustinNashTran Instagram account. Make sure to follow me on Instagram @DustinNashTran, and that's Sports Guy Talking. Also, go follow me on Twitter @DustinNashTran. Again, go ahead and do those things that I just told you guys to go do. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the content that was just produced. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed that video. Want more Sports Guy Talking, the home of great sports content? Make sure you click that subscribe button to get the latest from Sports Guy Talking. Go ahead and like the video, comment down below, check the description box on the video in order to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the YouTube channel Sports Guy Talking.